Gosh.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. We will just give it another minute as people are hopping on, and we'll get started just in a few seconds. Okay. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you again for joining. My name is Christian, and we are very happy that you joined us tonight. I am the Associate Director of Admissions at our Worcester campus. I do oversee the nursing program here in Worcester, as well as our Manchester, New Hampshire campus. We also have my colleague here, Megan. Megan oversees nursing at our Boston campus. Megan, if you would like to say hi.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Megan Kelly, Senior Assistant Director of Admission on Boston campus. Thanks for being here tonight. Look forward to sharing some information with you.
Right, so we will get started. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in our chat box at the bottom, and we will definitely get to all the questions at the end. But we're definitely excited that you are joining us today. We want to congratulate you on choosing the healthcare field, first of all. Nursing is definitely thriving right now. The opportunities are growing within the healthcare field, specifically within nursing. It is projected that a third of all healthcare jobs will be within nursing. And it is just announced recently that healthcare is the largest employer within the US. The job outlook is projected to be 12% growth, and that's faster than the national average for other fields. So you're definitely making the right choice when you are choosing healthcare, specifically nursing, because of the job demand and the growth within the field. So just a little facts about MCPHS. We started with just pharmacy, but we have grown to over 100 programs within the healthcare field. We have just crossed over 200 years. So you are joining an established brand within the healthcare training. So we are well known, not just throughout the Boston area, but throughout the US. We have over 7,500 students enrolled in over 100 countries. And we have clinical affiliations. We are world leader including Brigham Young Women's Hospital, Mass General, and Boston's Children's Hospital. So we do have 3 locations throughout New England. Boston is considered our main campus. It is located in the Longwood Medical area, and it was founded in 1823. Boston is our biggest campus. We do have housing at Boston, and it is our first campus. So we also just recently grew to Worcester, which was founded in the year 2000. Worcester is the Worcester campus is in the downtown area of Worcester, right near the St. Vincent Medical Center. So we do have a lot of our clinical affiliations with St. Vincent Hospital. We have a third campus in Manchester, New Hampshire. Manchester does not have housing as of now, but our Boston and Worcester campuses do offer housing. So Manchester does have apartments within walking distance of the campus, and Manchester was just founded in the year 2002. So at MCPHS, we are committed to your success. So that is our success. Our success is our student success. So when you are here, you are going to be fully supported. We offer many different programs, starting with our IPE. So that is our interprofessional education. So as a nurse, you in a hospital, you will interact and work with other fields within the medical field. So you will begin that training and that cooperation here. So you will interact and work with pharmacists as well as physician assistants, optometrists, and that is something that you will get started while you are a student here. So with our IPE is just a way to discover other fields within the medical industry and learn how they operate, and that gives you a head start within your career. So MCPHS has over 740 faculty members, and 91% have terminal degrees within their fields. Our facilities are consistently updated, so you are working with modern technology, and we invest heavily in our equipment. So what we also offer is a complex way for you to pass your NCLEX. So that is the ultimate goal here, is to pass your NCLEX. So you would get an NCLEX success coach. We do have career services here as well. A big thing that we do offer is paid student mentors. So students that are more senior and have just recently gone through the program, they are here and it is their job to help you. So you will have not just faculty, but you will have students in your corner that are able to help you with your studies. Yeah, Megan, if you'd like to take it from here.
Awesome. Thanks, Christian. That was a lot of info. Hope everyone's following along here. We have a lot of history, so there's a lot to cover. So, Christian mentioned a little bit about our locations and all we offer across our locations, but also across our locations is our School of Nursing, and that is across, again, all three campuses. We offer the Post-baccalaureate Nursing program here in the Boston campus, Worcester campus, and Manchester campus. Okay. The length of time is 16 months. It's year round, or what I like to say, 4 consecutive semesters. Yes, there are breaks. Yes, there is time off. Okay. So when I say 16 months, there's a little bit of time for you to have a break and everything in between semesters, but they just go consecutive semesters. On all three campuses, we do always have a fall start and most of the time spring start. Sometimes Boston spring is a little bit limited, but whenever you're ready to join us, we have these 2 start dates. So reach out and find out more about, which time of year is better for you to join. On our Boston location, we offer an accelerated nursing program. So the rest of the world offers a traditional 4-year program. Our traditional program here at MCPHS is 32 months. That's our traditional program. So you're in the nursing field that much faster than your friends and your colleagues. Basically, the way it works is that you do go to school for 2 summers, and then you graduate in your 3rd year in the spring. So some students really like that model. Some students have gone through it. So it's a really great program. One thing to note is that we call that accelerated, whereas our second bachelor's degree is called post-bac, and the rest of the world calls theirs accelerated. But the rest of the world isn't as amazing as us and has a 32-month program. So that's a little bit of a tricky, confusing verbiage. But if you have any questions, Christian and I break it down every day, all day. So don't hesitate to reach out there. And then finally, if you are considering moving forward in the nursing field, or continuing on into nurse practitioner, we do offer that. We also offer a psych mental health nurse practitioner, and then an MSN and CAGS in those respective areas as well. What's great is that those are offered online. And you can definitely get those done after you graduate our one of our programs, here, 16-month program. Excuse me. Wow, I don't think I've ever sneezed in a presentation before, so sorry about that. So if you are considering going to nursing, but you might want NP, great track here. Christian and I are happy to answer any questions about that as well. Christian does work. No, actually, I'm sorry. Christian's colleague works with all of our graduate nursing programs, but him and I are certainly happy to connect you with that colleague if you are interested. Here at MCPHS, I know that Christian had mentioned a little bit about the resources that our students have, but our students also have access to educational technology, clinical immersion experiences in a variety of clinical settings, including some of the top healthcare facilities. Right at the steps of all of our campuses are large hospitals. You're going to have world-renowned healthcare institutions right at your fingertips. And many graduates end up there as well. Sorry if you see me looking off to the side, that's where I am, and it seems like I'm talking to myself. It just feels more natural. Anyway, so our students do have those experiences across all three campuses in our nursing program, though we have over 900 clinical placements. So we have a lot of opportunities for you, including large hospitals, rehabs, nursing homes, schools, you name it, we have it. There is NCLEX preparation throughout the entire curriculum as well. And then in your final semester, we will have like a seminar of a live review. We're constantly working with our students to prepare them for NCLEX, I would say. Right now, our NCLEX pass rates are 95 to 100% across campuses. So they're very high. And that's because our faculty put in a lot of work, but our students are really preparing well and going in confidently because of the work that they're doing here. So kudos to everybody. And then, of course, having state-of-the-art facilities helps. When you're learning in the simulation lab and going into the field, our students are confident because they're able to practice live simulation, blood clots, blood pressure, heart attacks, all types of different things that they're learning in our labs. So you will have the most up-to-date and state-of-the-art, if you will, facilities that will help you bridge any gaps, become more confident, and really, sharpen any skills that you need to as you're working in your clinicals. Now, here's our clinical affiliations somewhat here, or our rotations, I should say. Most students ask about this daily, and I don't blame you. I think it's really good to know that we do offer here a general nursing curriculum. Our program, again, is a general nursing program, as most are. You want to come out of this program as marketable as possible, and our students are, and that's because they cover med-surg area, social and mental health, maternity, pediatric, care of vulnerable populations and community health, and then advanced med-surg. There's in your first semester, there's also a health assessment clinical. It's not as vigorous or rigorous, I should say. Sorry, it's a long day. Then it's not as rigorous, but it certainly is made to help you gain confidence and really prepare you in your day to day, which every day you'll be doing head to toe assessments, possibly bedpan bats, vitals, collateral info, things like that. So, there you will be very well rounded when you leave here. And being that we have three campuses for our nursing program, we do have a lot of different opportunities across Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island. What we do typically try to do is place you within 1 hour from your home base. So wherever you live, for instance, is within 1 hour radius of there is where you're most likely to be placed in your clinical. We do have a clinical placement team that you will work with each semester to help you find that rotation that and all of these areas. You won't do all of these areas each semester. Maybe in your second semester, you'll do med surg and social and mental health for 8 weeks each or 6 weeks each. Then you'll do maternity and pediatric, and then so on and so forth. But for the most part, if you're on the Manchester campus, all of your clinicals will be in New Hampshire. That is one caveat. Any other exceptions will have to be discussed with the clinical placement team. But we do have students who are from all over the state of Massachusetts and New Hampshire. So we do like to provide a variety of opportunities for you. So that way if you're traveling to come to campus, maybe you don't have to travel so far to get to your clinical placement site, but we want to make sure that you can get to that site. It's accessible to you. You can get there on time and that you're professional and presentable. So that's really our goal for making sure that you have that clinical placement site within an hour from your home. Am I keeping going here, Christian, or is it your
Thank you,
turn?
Megan. Yes, I'll
Okay.
talk a little bit about the application. So after tonight, where you get all this information, we are looking forward to hopefully seeing some of your applications coming through. So we actually just moved the application. We're no longer on the Nursing Cast. Our application is now on our direct website. So you can apply directly at mcphs.edu, and you would look for the transfer application. So you can click on the transfer application and you can upload all your documents there. So we would need a transcript from every college or university that you did attend. If you are an international student, we would need a evaluation of your diploma. If you are applying for the Manchester campus, we would need a high school transcript for you. Uh, the application does not require the TEAS exam or any letters of recommendation, but we would need a personal statement from you. The personal statement would just be 500 to 1,000 words, basically as explaining a little bit about you and why you want to be a nurse, what you feel you can add to the field. So we just want to get to know a little bit about you and your goals and your purpose. So that is it for the application. So the prerequisites, there are prerequisites that are needed in addition to your bachelor's degree. So you would need to have Anatomy and Physiology 1 with a lab, AMP 2 with a lab. You would also need Microbiology, General Chemistry 1, and then you have the option of Chemistry 1 or Nutrition. Then you would also need Statistics and Human Growth and Development. With human growth and development, we could also accept lifespan development. This would need to include the full lifespan, so birth to death. With the prerequisites, you would need to have a grade of C+ or better for us to accept them, and they would have to be within the past 10 years, except for human growth and development. So they do expire at 10 years. We do accept them from any community college. We also offer these prerequisites ourselves, so you can take them through us. We offer them as online courses, so the labs are also online. So definitely reach out to us. We can send you the links in order to register for these, and you are able to get 50% off your first prerequisite course through us. So feel free to reach out again, and you're able to take them through any community college as well. So this is a little bit about our prerequisite requirement. So the application portal is where you would go after you submit your application. So this is where you can stay up to date on your requirements in your application process. So with this portal, it will inform you if there's anything missing. It'll inform you what we have accepted and what else is needed. So it's a great tool to track what your requirements are, especially with your prerequisites. So the portal is where you can see what is missing, what has been accepted, what and for what reason. So the portal also keeps track of your transcripts. So it's a great way for you to upload your transcripts and keep track of what we receive. With the portal, you can also get up-to-date invites to our events on campus. So you can schedule a tour and you can contact the admissions office, as well as financial aid and see your financial aid steps. So the portal is a great tool that you will utilize once you submit your application. So this is just a little bit about that for you. So we do offer housing at our Boston and our Worcester campus. So the housing has a variety of options, including studios, suites, and condos. We offer amenities as well. So we do have a fitness center and cafes and study spaces that are available. At our Worcester campus, one of our buildings used to be a hotel. So on the top floors, we do have hotel style housing with a shared kitchen. And then we also have apartment styles as well. So we do our best to make it affordable. So we monitor the rates for apartments in the area, and we keep our pricing very competitive to that. So financial aid recipients can utilize part of their aid towards the cost of rent. And some do find it more convenient to have their housing included in their tuition and their total cost. So that way they can pay by semester for it. And so that way we do have payment plan options for you as well. They all come fully furnished with utilities included. So that's a nice perk that students do find convenient. And with Worcester, we do offer parking. So that would be an option available to you as well. So again, this is just for our Boston and our Worcester campus. We can look into housing options for you. And if you would like housing information, definitely feel free to reach out to us and we can get you some housing information sent to you as well as a virtual tour. So we do have financial aid available for those qualify as well as scholarship opportunities. So currently for our upcoming fall semester, any student that is accepted will automatically receive a merit scholarship of $32,000, which is really exciting. That was actually increased from our previous semester. So that is our way of doing our best to try and make it affordable for our students. And with that, we do encourage you to still fill out a FAFSA. So, and with, if you are accepted to the program, we would then set you with an affordability appointment to meet with a financial services counselor that can go over with you your options as far as covering the remaining balance after the merit scholarship. So there are different forms of aid that you can try to apply for, but we'll go through all of that. We definitely want to make sure that it is affordable to you and that we go over all of your options with you. So the FAFSA deadlines for fall is March 15th, which is approaching. And for the spring start is November 1st. So again, we do have the FAFSA code for you that we will be providing for you as well. So again, I oversee nursing for our Worcester and Manchester campus. So my contact information is listed here. So I will be your point of contact and I do review the applications. So feel free to email and call. I'm definitely happy to help with your application throughout the process and with your transcripts. And Megan is your point of contact if you are interested in Boston. So Megan is would be again walking you through the application process and would be your go-to there. So yeah, what we'll do now is just open it up to some questions. I do see we have a couple in the chat.
Awesome. Yeah, I can definitely start working on those. So, thanks everybody, and thanks for those who have already asked questions. Please don't be shy. Christian and I are here. We answer questions all day. We are the gatekeepers. We know all the info, and we want to make sure you have all your answers. So, first, when is the deadline for applications? So, I say now. Why wait? What are you waiting for? I have a lot of students who are waiting till they finish that prereq or waiting until they graduate with their bachelor's degree in May, which is just a few months away. Just apply now. You can receive a decision within 2 weeks' time. My best policy is I tell students don't wait until May 1st. A lot of seats are going to be secured by then. So May 1st or sooner. So if you're ready now, if you're working on your prereqs, finishing up your bachelor's degree, apply now. It's a free application. And then I have another question about transcripts. So send your transcripts over to us. We can take an unofficial, and then if you're accepted and you do attend, once you graduate and finish your prereqs, you can send us your official transcript then. So students certainly are welcome to apply with prereqs in progress as well, or even outstanding. We just want to make sure that you have enough time to complete those prereqs by the time you, or from the time you apply until the time you sit and see. So you can have 2, 3, 4 outstanding, whatever. If you're in 2 now, then you have the summer to get 2 done. So that's totally fine. If we have any questions about that, we'll reach out to you. Christian and I are pretty active about, reaching out if we have questions about students' records, or if the admissions committee has any questions, they reach out to us to reach out to you. So you're welcome to upload your transcript. I believe a day or two ago, there was some issue with uploading. If you have any problems, email it to myself or Christian, or even the admissions email address that's in the application. Don't stress out if it's not loading, you're clicking, you don't understand, just email it. We'll take care of it for you. Don't stress about it at all. And so, yeah, we're happy to upload it if you're unable to, but we can certainly take unofficial transcripts at this time. After May 1st, space will become really kind of tricky for both Christian and I. So it is based on availability. So once we fill up, we'll then move to a wait list and so on and so forth. So if you're not ready to apply until like May 15th, that's okay, still apply. Because all through the summer, wait lists move, things move. So if you have any questions about that or, reservations, definitely reach out to us. Another question that came in, this is a really good one. A lot of my students wait to apply for FAFSA before you complete the application. Um, Christian, I'm sure we both have our own best practice, but I always say when you submit your application for admission, submit your FAFSA application because it will take about the same time to get a decision from each of us. So make sure when you apply for FAFSA, you apply as an undergraduate student because this is technically a second bachelor's degree. And make sure you put in MCPHS as your school that you want it sent to. If you apply to other schools, I hope you don't, but I understand if you do, just put them in too. But put MCPHS in first. No, stop. I'm just kidding. But I always recommend a student applies for FAFSA at the same time you're applying to schools. That way, there you hear back in a timely fashion. Would you say that's about what we kind of
Yes,
did
yes, that makes
across?
the most sense. Because it would line up, and that way, when you have your affordability appointment, that our counselors can see your FAFSA, because that's the
Mhm.
most important thing.
Absolutely. So, in terms of affordability appointment, I tend to think that word is kind of internal jargon. Like we use that here every day, all day. For you folks who are applying, who have never applied to us before, just kind of new to our website and things like that, we host affordability appointments. So, any student who's thinking of applying or who has applied has a FAFSA on file, maybe as a scholarship, we're happy to sit down with you, break down your FAFSA award, and give you a rough estimate. Now, we're not mathematicians or accountants or student financial services, but we're happy to give you a cost breakdown for the few semesters that you're here. What we do know is that all students who are offered admission are offered a scholarship to us, as Christian mentioned, 8,000 per semester, 32,000 off the total cost of the program. But we're happy to give you a cost breakdown. We do it all the time. When we say affordability appointment, we mean like let's talk about financing. Have you ever applied for a private loan? Have you talked to your family about financing and any help they can give you in terms of helping you co-sign or payment structuring a payment plan? So what are the different ways students finance this education and things like that Christian and I work with every single day? We're happy to give you that idea. A lot of students come to us and say, I'm on my own for this one, my parents aren't helping me. That's okay if they're not paying for it, but can they co-sign a loan for you? And the loan's in your name, they're just co-signing it. So as long as they're on board for at least that, then we're good. That's totally fine. Your parents do not have to pay for your education. I often get that question of on my own. Okay, that's fine. But just talk to them about this loan co-signing. So that's very common, but we go over this all the time. Christian, do you have the FAFSA school code? I think I know it. I think it's 002165, but do you happen
Yeah,
to know it? It
yes,
is?
that is it.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna put the school code, I believe, oh my God, what did I just do? I do this all the time. Okay, I believe the FAFSA host and panelist 002165. I can't believe I finally remember that after like 7 years here. I hope everybody can see that. Um, what the heck was I gonna say? Oh, I believe in the fast, but you can actually type out our name. But if you have any problems, you can always put in our school code. So hopefully everybody can still see that. Great question. Anything else for now? Christian, did you have anything else
So
to add? I can't
So a
remember.
common question we get is the schedule. So this is considered a full-time program. So we do suggest that you limit yourself to part-time hours if you do need to work. So it is very demanding. So the schedule is roughly 3 days a week as far as class on campus. So it is an in-person program. So you'll be 3 days a week, daytime hours on campus. And then you would have 1 to 2 days of clinicals. So your clinicals would be out at a clinical site, and that would be an 8-hour shift out at your clinical site. So that it can be second shift, it can be weekends. You are able to make requests as far as your clinical, but we can only accommodate based off of what's available. So we can't make any guarantees, but we do our best to try to accommodate any requests regarding clinicals. So that's just a little glimpse as far as the schedule, because that is a common question we get.
Awesome. All right, I think we'll hang out for a few more minutes. We kind of are going through this a little bit faster than I had expected, but does anybody have any final questions? Again, we're currently accepting applications for the fall 2025. The spring application may be open yet, but we probably won't release decisions until maybe August, September. So don't stress if you apply for the spring 2026 and you don't hear back right away.
Yes, so with applications, we're currently, as far as Worcester and Manchester, we are currently turning around decisions in roughly 2 to 3 weeks. So if you were to apply, that's when you would get a decision, and then you are able to secure a spot in the fall class. And with our fall class, that is a September start date, so first week of September.
Okay, question about hybrid classes are all in person. To my knowledge, we're all in person. I have seen instances where there may be some online type learning, but it's not a fully hybrid program by any means. There may be some of that as you progress in the program, but it will be, or we do pride ourselves on being a practical model of learning. And I would say that's what our students love most, to be honest. The fact that they can come and practice and come for extra sim hours if they want. So it would be all in person.
All right, any other questions out there? All right. Well, you do have our contact information here. I hope to hear from some of you. I hope to definitely see some applications coming in. I would be reviewing them, and I'm happy to help you with those. So again, thank you for joining us tonight. We're definitely happy that you're here, and we hope to hear from you again soon.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night, Christian. Great to see
Right.
you.
Good to see you. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye. Bye, Christian.
Bye.